Hello everyone, it's me again, Steve Doja here, back some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and we are doing the Female Majin build. Now, to make things quick, if you guys want to just see the fights, there'll be a timestamp right there, so don't click off the video going, oh, there's no fights. The timestamp's right there. It'll be up for a bit, so if you want to just skip to the fights, go there, and if you want to see the build, stay here. I thought I'd change up the scenery a bit to at least match the fact that I haven't played on Zam for a bit, so I'm in the Boo House. I'm sure everyone forgot this is how it looked, but yeah, I'm here. So without further ado, we will get straight into the build. Now, don't forget, guys, you can leave a like and subscribe while I pop up all the things for us. And I think the first thing I'll probably just show is the attributes. So just leave a like and hit the bell if you want to see another build. I'll do a male Saiyan beast build and a Namekian beast build, female Saiyan beast build, any beast build you want to see, really. So without further ado, the attributes. Now, the attributes for Zam have changed a lot for the sake of this build. Her health got lower, but I'm still keeping it 100 because she is very short. So, you know, she has less health naturally. However, since she's so thick, I put all of that into strike. Now, you guys might not believe it, but Zam's strike stat since the last build video was 30. Zam had 30 in strike stat, even though she's always been max weight. So, the damage she outputs now is so ridiculous. I'm confused why I didn't make it like this sooner. So, yes, max strikes, because female Majins actually have the single highest strike stat. Zero ki, because ki is not really important for a Majin, right? You could say you need it to use strike supers, and that's fair, but strikes do so much damage that, there's so many one-bar strike supers that are good out there. You don't need, like, Power Rush, for example. 84 in stamina, because 84 in stamina is 2 extra bars of stamina. So if I have a QQ Bang on that puts 0 stats into my stamina, I will still have 2 extra bars of stamina than I'm normally supposed to, which is good in case of emergency. 66 in basic, because, you know, Beast's main gimmick, the Beast combo, is basic attack. So if you have 0 in basic on a Beast build, that kind of doesn't make sense to me. The basic attack combo in Beast is so strong, you should at least put stats into it so it can be even stronger. And then that combo also combos into everything else in the game. So, that makes sense to do for me. Now that the attributes are out of the way, we are going to go into the QQ Bang. Now, again, you don't really have complete control over your QQ Bang, but I do have complete control over my Super Soul. But we'll deal with the QQ Bang first, and then I'll explain why my Super Soul isn't the Beast Super Soul that I recommended to use in the last Beast video. There'll be a link to that in the description or in the pinned comment, wherever I feel like putting it. So just check either of those two places. The QQ Bang, though. I got pretty lucky to have a QQ Bang that gives me max stamina. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. This QQ Bang does not give me max strike. I want you to know that my strike is not hitting as hard as it would be in this video, mostly because I wanted the extra key so I could actually go Beast. I didn't consider the fact that a lot of the time I wouldn't have the key to go Beast, and I do want extra stamina because stamina is a godsend for female Majins. So I could have put on something else that gives me more strike, for example, like this, but it lowers my stamina, which isn't good. And I could have put on this that would give me more strike too, but it gives me no extra stamina. And stamina is just so important in this game, I was willing to go with a less strike super damage. Now, it won't look like that when you watch the video, because that's how hard female Majins hit, and that's how hard Beast hits on top of that. But you can make this stronger, so if you get lucky with a 6-star QQ Bang, I wouldn't mind sacrificing basic or Ki Blast supers. If I could get something that gave me health, stamina, and strike supers, that's all I would want. Health, stamina, strike supers, and Ki. That's all I would want. Yeah, it could lower my Ki Blast super by like 5 and give me like 5 in another stat. I'll be completely okay with that. So to me, this QQ Bang is actually kind of an L, because I need the health, but I don't need the Ki Blast super. And my Super Soul is any taller would be unnatural. Now you might think, hey, wait a minute, Steve, this isn't the Beast Super Soul. You're right, the Beast Super Soul is this one. This is the one that you'll see me use in some of the clips. You need to be more careful. But then I later realized that any taller would be better. And now the reason why this one is the Beast Super Soul, quote unquote, it has 2 separate stamina giving benefits and then also a health limit burst if you really need the health. Because, you know, Beast, they take more damage. You're probably going to want the health. But the reason why I changed it up to any taller would be unnatural is because this just gives me a ton of damage. Now, you might just think, that Steve, that doesn't solve the main issue of Beast. Really do a ton of damage. That's true, but hear me out. I get a ton of damage a bit of time after the battle starts. I think this is 20 or 30 seconds, right? That's not very long. But it has a limit burst of super armor. Now, the reason why that's very important is because I am willing to use my limit burst if I get broken while I'm transforming into Beast. Now, for other people, this might be a big issue. But for me, I don't even use limit bursts to begin with. So if anything, they're finally serving a purpose for me. like almost 3 years later after it had been added to the game. It's not even 3, it's like 5 years, right? How long has Limit Burst been in the game? It's been in since DLC 6, right? That's like 4 years. Limit Burst has been in the game for that many years, and I have not found a use for it up until now. In my opinion, Limit Burst is, you know, it's whatever. It's my opinion, you don't have to share my opinion. I just think it's a little cheap. It's just ultra unnecessary. You do super well against an enemy, and then they just get armor or extra attack or regen, and they just make, like, come on, what? And they can do it while their stamina broken? How is that fair? But to me, it finally has a purpose now. After I go Beast, I would just get my God broken because the animation is that long. Then I just pop my Super Armor Limit Burst, and the enemy is either forced to wait for its end, or they can attack me with Super Armor, which wouldn't make any sense. So you'll see in every clip, no one does that, because why would you? It doesn't make any sense. The damage boost is so high, plus the combination of my Super Souls and my transformation, plus my QQ Bang, is actually so strong. It even makes my Ki Blasts a threat. I only have one Ki Blast, but it still makes it a threat. And since we are done with that, I spent a lot of time on that, didn't I? But we'll end off with my skills. Now, these are my skills. I tried to keep my skills pretty in line with how I normally play Zam. So you'll see that Vanishing Ball is still there, even though I could have probably put on a more cheese Ki Blast or a better Ki Blast. Who knows, right? But I will tell you, before I explain this build, I'll explain to you the other version of this build that I used last time I recorded. So last time I recorded, I actually used a Ginyu Force special combination, and I think I also had a different ultimate attack up here, but I know my evasive was Boo Boo Ball. Now the only reason why my evasive was Boo Boo Ball, and I'm going to be dead serious, it was just for fun. It's just for fun. I wish this was a 2-bar evasive, I really do, because it's just a fun evasive to do. You get to bounce around, there's a ball, you know. Since we don't have Mystic Ball Attack in this game, I like this evasive. It's my cope for not having Mystic Ball Attack. And I had Ginyu Force combination on last time, in all honesty, just to keep in with the theme of Zam. Zam, that's the name of my margin. Jesus, guys, did you know the name of my margin was Zam? It's right there, Margin Zam. Abracadabra, Alakazam. That's the joke. It's not very original, but I love it. I just had Ginyu Force combination to keep up with Zam's theme, because I just thought it was a really, like, nice, gimmicky looking move. It's not very serious, but it does have its uses. It can do a ton of damage, and the move is completely unvanishable the second one part of it hits you. So most of the time, if an enemy gets hit by Ginyu Force combination, they'll just panic, wondering, why is my Vanish not working? Which will make them want to Vanish even more the next time you get your hands on them. Because, you know, they don't want to take that damage again. Or 2, they'll use their evasive. And that's good for you, because it makes them burn their stamina either way. But to start off, Vanishing Ball. Vanishing Ball I just put on because it's a nice margin move, but Vanishing Ball does have crazy combo potential. If you get a knockback, then you use Vanishing Ball, you can chain the move until the enemy is dead. And I'm not kidding, that's just... You can just do it until they're dead or you run out of ki. I'm not kidding, it's that good. Vanishing Ball is honestly super slept on, in all honesty. I think people just don't use it because there's so many other, like, broken Ki Blasts out there. Like Flash Strike and a bunch of other, like, cheese, you know? Justice Kick. Now, Justice Kick is low-key overpowered. I think Justice Kick is low-key overpowered. The reason I can tell you it's low-key overpowered is because one of the fights I recorded had a male Earthling, I think, who had a super cheese build. He had Soaring Fist, Super Shock, God Flash, Savage Strike. He was key canceling and X-Ying all over the place. And he even had Justice Kick on. That's how good the move is. That even a tryhard will consider, I should put this move on actually, because it's kind of good. And yeah, Justice Kick is mad good. You can combo from almost any attack in the game. After you do any knockback, Justice Kick. Justice Kick lets you dash up to the enemy and combo them some more, in case if you don't want to do the second input. But in case if you do want to do the second input, I do believe the second input is partially Ki Blast based. So it does help to have stats in Ki Blast supers. I am kind of annoyed that a lot of the moves in this game are dual, like, elements, I guess. Some of them are Ki Blasts that involve strikes. Some of them are strikes that involve Ki Blasts. And it actually does help to have stats in both, just to make those moves better. But then some of them have strikes and Ki Blasts, and they're actually just strikes. Like Divine Lasso, I believe is a strike ultimate, but all of the damage is Ki Blast. The strike part of Divine Lasso is just the sword swings, and someone needs to be point blank to get hit by all the sword swings. Every needle that connects and the explosion is a Ki Blast, but it's a strike ultimate. The sword part only happens when you hit them with the blade, and I guarantee you most of the time now, people just break your stamina, they knock you back, then they use it. So that way, if you limit burst, you still get hit by it. Meaning that the strike part never comes into account. I'm telling you, it's not a strike ultimate. It's such a weird stat to worry about. But you need to always keep these in mind. Darkness Rush is a good example, but we'll talk about that later. Justice Kick is a strike and a Ki Blast, but mostly the kick is what matters to me, not the Ki Blast. The Ki Blast is a lovely benefit. Delicious benefit. It's super good for tagging limit bursts as well, but yeah, this move is low-key overpowered. You'll see it in the video anyways. Time skip backbreaker. Oh boy, do I even need to explain this one? Time skip backbreaker is the highest damaging version of all of these time skip moves, excluding Molotov. And it is really cheesy because if someone vanishes behind you, they can get got. If someone does anything that makes them behind you, you don't even have to back it. Just do this, make them get got. You know, it's nasty. Female Majins even have a built-in combo where you can use time skip backbreaker. I don't think I ever get it in the video. But if you do the YXY of the Female Majin, before they do the, for lack of a better word, I guess, the sexy girl pose, before they do that, if you do time skip backbreaker, you'll always hit your enemy because the game just, you know, unfortunately has such a hard time with netcode that the enemy actually ends up behind you. Meaning that you can't get the sexy girl kick, but you can get one of the most broken strike supers in the game. Burst charge, really short explanation. It just gives you key back really fast from just tapping it, which allows me to go beast even sooner in the match because I like to knock people back, then apply some burst charges. So that way they at least have more health when I go beast so I can show the damage off a bit better. Darkness Rush because it's really good. I think Darkness Rush is a great move to use, either in a panic scenario where the enemy's at the perfect range for it, or if you're fighting someone with super armor. Because super armor people are super confident. They won't care. They'll just think, whatever, it's just some random ultimate attack. Wrong! It's Darkness Rush. Super good in my opinion. Justice Combination. Another great move. Justice Combination was the GOAT. It used to be the move you saw everyone abuse back in the day. But then they buffed super attacks to be so overpowered in comparison that you don't even see Justice Combination get used anymore. I'm not even kidding. When is the last time you got hit by Justice Combination? I want to know. That move used to be a menace online. But now every super attack does, if not the same damage, more or similar damage, or can be used in an infinite combo, or give iframes. So Justice Combination didn't even die out because it got nerfed. It's just that everything else got buffed around it, so people just used it less. Beast, because obviously that's the theme of this video. It's a super good transformation. If you don't know anything about Beast, check out my other two videos, a link in the description, of how to unlock Beast for your characters, its stats, and how it, you know, how to make it work online. So yeah, check those out. Mac Dash, because again, I want to be super quick, and it boosts your speed. Okay, I think we've been going on long enough. I don't think there's anything else I need to show you guys. And that was a super long explanation, but I had to go over everything again because I have not played on Zam in a very long time. You guys may have forgot about how Zam works. So if I didn't do that, then we would, you know, no one would be happy, right? So yeah, I think this is a solid place to end the build part of the video. And now we will go straight on to the fights. But before we go to the fights, do please leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe. It greatly supports the channel. And leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next. Alright, love you all. And now, on to the fights! And what greater proof do you need that Beast is that good of a form with all the things we displayed with it just now? So again, if you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, it greatly supports the channel. And leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next. I'll make many more build videos, but you could still recommend what you'd want to see. So yeah, that's it. Love you all. Hope you enjoy them. I'll see you all next time. Take care and peace.